Hi everybody, my name is Alex and I was in the first group for the Gobier expedition. I am originally from California and I went to undergrad in upstate New York in Cornell, and then the last 6 years or so I've been living in the UK. So originally I went to the UK for grad school, so I originally went to Cambridge for a year and then Imperial College, and then after university I started my own startup in London and I still currently live there. So I originally participated in the Gobier expedition in 2014. Although originally I wasn't terribly enthusiastic, after I went through the process was a lot more enthusiastic and excited going through the process. So I definitely think a lot of the experiences I learned through going through this Gobier expedition were directly related to what I do now. I think one of the big key aspects of learning that I gained from going through the Gobi Desert was this aspect of grit, where when you're in the desert and you're constantly walking, it's painful, you're hungry, you're thirsty, and you're the only person keeping yourself motivated. And that's where kind of this aspect of grit and tenacity comes in to really try and propel you forward through adversity. Similar to that, when you're building your own company, you also don't always know where the end goal is or whether you're going to get there or not. But the aspect of grit and tenacity that I gained from going through the Gobi Desert was something that definitely carried through into both my own education as well as into my own personal career. Definitely. I think my dad and I usually don't get a lot of time together, so this was one of those first times in which it was just us stuck for days and days and days, kind of glued at the hip. Some of the more memorable things were when we were crossing bits of the desert and there was parts of the terrain that were pretty hard for him to climb over himself. I would help support him and try to guide him through these really difficult parts of the desert just so that he doesn't fall over himself. So that was quite memorable, as well as just sleeping in the same sleeping arrangements at night after a really long day. Definitely a very memorable experience. And after I was going through this experience in the desert and finished it, I realized that really the main constraint for both yourself and your life is really just your own mindset. And so it's making sure that you realize that you are capable of a lot more, and that's something that this Gobi expedition really teaches you. So to everybody who is either thinking about embarking on this journey or about to embark on this journey, best of luck. It is an incredible experience that you will remember for the rest of your life. It's going to be very difficult as you're starting it and going through it, but the more you go at it, the stronger you're going to get, both physically and in terms of your mental resilience. So all the best.